Pepper's out with her doggies. Waking me. She's our little slow girl. She doesn't like going very fast. These lot like to whiz around. So I'm at the top of the hill. This is only literally, because I live literally there. It's about 5 minutes from where I live. I'm so lucky to have this on my doorstep. And it's gorgeous today. It's quite a nice breeze. So we're going to go down this hill in a minute. And there's like a little stream at the bottom. The dogs love playing in it. I'm a bit hot. What a lovely view though, isn't it? Well, I've got a lot going on at the moment, so my blood pressure has been really high, and they're honestly not sure if it's genetic or not, because there is some high blood pressure in my family. But having said that, I have had quite a lot of health issues, so there is a possibility it's being caused by the health issues. Like my inflammatory markers are quite high at the moment, and I've got a lot of problems. I don't know if you can see this. I've got this, like, if you look at the other side, it's quite flat. This is my salivary gland. It's always swollen. It's quite puffy. And you look at this side, it's quite flat. I'm not producing saliva, so, well, I'm producing saliva, but not how much I should be producing. And some days are worse than others, I find. And if I exert myself, I have like no fluid in the back of my throat. It gives me like these weird spasms and choking, and I'm constantly choking on my dinner. So anyway, they think I've got something, and I don't even know if I'm pronouncing this right, but they think I might have something called Sjögren's, but not really sure at the moment, because it's taken a year to get this far. And I've also had this really odd bruising thing going on. I keep getting this weird, like, sharp pains, and then the next day where the pain was, I'll have a spontaneous bruise appear. And when it first happened, I had like a line of little bruises. So they're now taking this seriously, because I spoke to a completely different doctor who said, how long has this been going on for? And I said a year, and I have mentioned it every time I spoke to a doctor, but obviously with COVID, the problem is that it's been kind of swept under the table a bit. And he's like, and I said, you know, I am worried about it, because the bruises take weeks. I mean, I've had one on my abdomen for about 4 weeks now, because they start to heal, and then I'll get up in the morning and it's clearly bled overnight, the bruise, because the bruise has gone very dark again. And then I seem to follow that pattern, and I get quite a lot of bruises on my abdomen and my boobs, and then I've had these really weird sores on my boobs. So I've had 5 now, and they start off as these tiny little red, like literally pinprick tiny red things, and then they just become sores. Like, so, you know, I wake up in the morning, it's not, and they're not sore, they don't hurt, there's no pain with them, which is even more bizarre. And they take weeks to sort themselves out as well. Look at this whole tree, isn't it amazing? And again, they don't know what's causing that, so I've got to have blood tests tomorrow, because the last blood test showed my plasma viscosity was high, my erythrocyte sedimentation rate was abnormal, and my CRP was abnormal, but not like through the roof abnormal, but my plasma viscosity was a lot higher than it should be. So they are thinking like autoimmune or something. And then on top of that, I've been having a lot of problems with my osteoarthritis. Like, my feet are always incredibly sore, which makes walking a nightmare, as you can imagine, because my feet constantly hurt, and then that's making me hobble, so I kind of walk with a weird hobbly gait, and then that's making my ankles really sore, my knees really sore, and my hips, which I think is all because I'm doing this hobbly thing, so it's like moving those parts. But I'm just trying to stay mobile, because apparently the worst thing I could do is not move around. So especially with my fibro, because if I don't move with my fibro, it just makes me really bad. So just got to keep moving, innit? So I'm having blood test tomorrow, and I'm seeing the doctor on Thursday, I think it is, next week, and then he's going to examine me. But it's like I said, you know, I've taken photographs because I've always been conscious of the fact, you know what it's like, you go to the doctor and the thing that you're having problems with is not happening. So I have been taking pictures of all my bruises and sores and things that have been happening. Like I had a new bruise on my leg yesterday come up, and a small one on my thigh. So sometimes they start off really small and then they get bigger and bigger. So they end up like a golf ball size. So they start off like as a tiny weeny bruise, like almost like, but really tiny. I mean, I had one on my tummy. It started off literally as a pinprick, and now it's about the size of a penny. So that does seem to happen. My doggies are having a great time. They're like, oh, I'm having a great time. They're eating grass. So we just had a lovely walk around the field. So I'm loving my job, because I'm a carer, a domiciliary care worker now. I gave up my cleaning business because I just couldn't cope with the physical side of it anymore because of all my issues. Like, so I was really struggling to just even do normal stuff. But I am still struggling. I had sort of like 4 weeks. I've only been there just under 3 months, and I had like 4 weeks where I literally couldn't function, and I was trying to go to work, and I've just felt so poorly. And obviously because I've got all this house stuff going on as well, and then some of the calls they've given me I'm struggling with, but I'm going to see how I go, because it might be that as the summer comes on, because as usual warmth always helps with my fibro, that things might get a little better. But if not, I'll have to have another chat with them, because I'm struggling a little bit sometimes. I started working evenings, but now I'm not sure if that was the best idea, because I get home at like 10, and then by the time I've had some supper and I can't unwind. So yeah, I'm not getting to bed until late, and then I'm not up until late, and then I'm trying to do everything I normally do, and it's all becoming a bit of a struggle. So I don't know. And I know they really need someone to do the evenings, so it's a bit of a difficult one, isn't it? But I kind of wish I hadn't gone into, and I love doing the care side of it, but I really, really, really hate the driving side of it. And I almost wish that I'd gone into like support work in one place where I do like a 4-hour stint, or whatever the shifts are. I could do like 2 days of 7 hours, and that'd be me done then. But all this whizzing around the countryside I am struggling with, and I didn't think I would, and I don't think it's helped that the winter, you know, it's always dark. And I bloody hate driving in the dark anyway. So yeah, I don't know, we'll see how it goes, because I do love the care side of it. It's just the driving, I absolutely hate it. So I'll keep you up to date as much as I can with regards to tests and things. I'm still waiting to go back to see the pain specialist. They're trying to get enough money from the claimant to get another injection for me into my nerve site, because I'm still getting this pain in my belly. But it might be that it just doesn't work. I just have to put up with it. We shall see. And also I got to get a different physiotherapist, because the physiotherapist I was working with can't do Mondays. So I've got to try and find another physiotherapist. And I wanted a second opinion anyway, because I've been getting all this pain between my buttocks and my perineum, and since I've been doing the exercises, and it's just not settled down, so it just hurts all the time. I have this horrible burning pain all the time. So not good really. So I've got to find another physio. But they're paying for all this at the moment. The claimants. Well, I'm the claimant. They're the, yeah. because I won the claim. So, and I'm still waiting for the damages to be sorted out, but because of COVID, it's just taking flipping forever. Anyway, I should sign off for now because I gotta go home and cook my dinner before I go to work. Take care, bye.